My name is Oktay. This video is about models of the Munich Tram. The Munich Tram was opened in 1876. First model was a horse tram. Today there are 12 lines with 165 stations. Most important stations are Hauptbahnhof, that's the central station here, and Karlsbad-Schlachus, which is the commercial center of Munich. 8 of the 12 tram lines go to this station Karlsbad-Schlachus. This is the first generation A series. It was used from 1902 to 1960s. Its first generation had only 2 motors with 25 horsepower each. This is what the interior looked like. It had 22 seats. This is the D series. It was used from 1926 to 1959. It had 2 motors with 45 horsepower each. The J series, it was built in the 40s and was used till 1973. This model was called in Germany Heidelberger, and it was called in German a Kriegsstraßenbahn, which means war tram. The tram has a minimalistic design with minimum use of material because the material was used for war material during that time. This is the M series. It was dominant for almost 5 decades. The production started in 1950, and the last trams were retired in 1998. This was the standard tram with it had 2 cars, and you can see in the picture the symbol HH. H means Haltestelle, which means stop, and double H means that 2 trams can stop at the same time at this station, Sendlinger Tor. There's another picture from the same series, and you can see within the series there are differences. For example, the pantograph, different designs of pantographs, and also in this picture you can see there were different designs of doors. The older versions of this tram had this sliding doors. They were sliding inside, and the newer versions had this doors that moved outside, so swing out. This is a picture from a station Karlsbad-Schlachus. You can see 2 of these M series trams stopping at the same time at this central station in the inner city. This is the bigger brother of the M series, that's called P series. It was in use from 1965 and was just the last versions of this tram were just retired this year. It's a big 4-segment tram with high capacity. This is a picture from the interior. It is very spacious, and but it has one disadvantage, as of course that's a high floor tram. This is a picture from the control panel. This is the button for the remote controlled switch, railway switch. This is the first generation of low floor trams, R2 series. They came in 1990 and slowly replaced the M series. This is a refurbished version. The renovation started in the year 2009. The refurbished version has a newer paint, and the interior was renovated. This is how it looks like now. It has a fewer seats, and you can see that's a tight space in this tram. Picture of the older version, and you can see this gentleman in yellow pants has to turn away his legs because the seats facing each other are very close together. And one problem in the design of the low floor tram is the wheel house that you need for the wheels and the motors. And imagine if you were an engineer, what would you do? There's one easy solution to this problem, and this is it. That's the S-series Variobahn. Was produced in 2009, and the trick here is it has fewer wheels. There's 5 segments, but only 3 of them have motors and wheels. Picture shows you The segments 2 and 4 are free floating. They have no motors and no wheels. That gives you more space. This is another picture of the same series. It's from the line 20, which is the most frequented line. And it's on this last station in the inner city. That's Karlsplatz-Stachus. This is the interior of the segment 3, and you can see still this tight space. And you can see in the segment 2 there's more space because of the because it has no wheelhouses. This is the R3 series. It was produced in 2000. It's a 4-segment tram. It has no spectacular design, but it is a very reliable model. There were no major problems with this series. This is how the interior looks like. It has 4 segments, and it has different kinds of seats. Some seats are wood seats, and some have a textile cover. This is the newest series that's called Avenio. That's a T series. It was produced since 2013. There's 2 and 3 and 4 segments versions of this tram. The right one is the older version, and the left one is the newest version. It has minimal differences. This is how the 4-segment version looks like, and you can connect the 2 and 3 segment trams to 5 segments, and those 5 segment trams are used on the highly frequented line 20. This is the version with 3 segments. It has 6 doors, and it's on the line 27. This is a picture very interesting from 1917. It's a picture of a young lady conductor. And for many years, women were not allowed as drivers of the tram, which is a big waste of talent, right? But they had another very important job. Early years, there were no remotely controlled switches yet, and they had to manually set the switches with iron bars. And today, still, in every tram there's an iron bar in case the switch does not react, and you can set the switch manually. In Munich, there's a museum, MVG Museum, MVG. It's called Münchner Verkehrsgesellschaft. That's the corporation, Public Transport Corporation of Munich. And this museum has one or two weekends a month. This museum is open. You can check the website mvg.de. There's also in English language available. And it is located near the last station in the south of the line 18 at Schwanseestraße. So if you're interested in public transport, you could visit this museum. And that was today's video about Munich tram models. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.